This is the only reason you should buy the DJI AIR 2S. Earlier this year, I worked on a project that required a 360 camera mounted on a drone. This was something very new to me, a very unique kind of project, and I had only seen that before once in a video that Christophe Benfi made together with Insta 360. Initially, when I got the project, I was like, how the hell am I supposed to do this? I was thinking about mounting an Insta 360 camera on the drone, or mounting two Insta 360 cameras, one up, one down, and then stitching them in editing, but that would have required a lot of money and a lot of effort and 3D printing, and I don't know, it just didn't make sense. Then I remembered the video Christophe made, and I was like, okay, let's give this a try. So apparently Insta 360 released this amazing camera, Insta 360 Sphere, that mounts on a drone, and it magically removes the drone in the video, just like a normal Insta 360 with a stick. The only problem is it only works with the DJI Air 2 or Air 2S. So, problem solved, right? Well, yes, I enjoyed working on a project and the final result was really good. The client was really happy and I learned a new thing and I got a new toy to play with, which is always an extra. But there's a downside to that. The DJI Air 2S was released in 2021 and it's becoming a little bit old technology-wise. I don't know, DJI has been releasing a drone every 6 to 8 months or something like that nowadays, which is a lot, and it's very difficult to stay behind. In a world where DJI releases a drone every 5 to 8 months, the DJI Air 2S that has been released in 2021, it started to become a little bit old. Now, admittedly, this was released towards the end of 2021 and Insta360 released the Insta360 Sphere in 2022, so that made a lot of sense. But since then, we've had several releases of different other drones on the market, like DJI Mini 3, Mini 3 Pro, DJI 3, DJI 3 Pro, DJI Mini 4 Pro, and others. And this year they've released the DJI Air 3, which is amazing. So where does that leave us? I mean, the specs on the DJI Air 2S aren't that bad. You can still get 5.4K up to 30 FPS and 4K up to 60 FPS. You can shoot 10-bit D-Log, which is very good for image quality and color grading. But the thing is this, in terms of technology, DJI has been releasing a lot of updates, like omnidirectional sensors, increasing the battery life, adding the rotating camera so you can shoot vertical now on the drone, and you don't have to, crop and cut and be mindful when you have to shoot content for vertical, which is very, very useful nowadays. And the Air 2S lacks all of these features. And while this is not ideal, the feature that makes the Air 2S unique is the fact that it's the only drone that can mount the Insta360 Sphere, and you can shoot 360 aerial footage. You can still do that with 3D printed mounts, for example, but I'm not sure the warranty covers that kind of accessory if something happens to the drone. So when you pair these two pieces of equipment, then you get a very interesting result. You get like a weird FPV kind of footage, and you can amaze your clients and your audiences. You can get some of the most creative shots on the market right now. But at the same time, this is a very niche kind of thing. So Insta360 is one of the most niche cameras that I've had the chance to work with. Not everybody needs aerial 360 footage. Although it's nice to have, it's at the same time a little bit of a pain in the ass to work with it. 360 footage is heavy. It takes a lot of space. Sometimes you even forget to turn off the camera, and then you have like 30 gigabytes worth of footage and you don't know how to fucking store this. And where does that put the Air 2S on the market? I don't really know. Unless you need this 360 aerial footage, there is no need for you to buy the Air 2S. I would rather get one of those DJI Mini Pros, either 3 or 4, or if you have the money, get the Air 3. In terms of image quality, the Air 2S is still better than the mini versions of DJI, but it lacks features. So do you need it? I guess it's only up to you. Do you do a lot of work with aerial 360 footage? I don't know. I personally did it and I enjoyed it, and I can see that in my client work. So it makes sense for me to use it. I don't use it very often for clients because they don't always require this kind of thing. But if you have it, it's an extra and you can charge extra for that. And it's also a really cool toy to play with, and when you go on a trip and you shoot 360 footage and then you share it with your friends, you share it with the world, social media, and yeah, it makes a difference. The Air2S still holds its ground when it comes to image quality with its 5.4K D-Log HLG, and it might be a cheaper option that can still deliver great image quality, even better than the newest entry-level drones from DJI. Whether you buy it or not, that's your choice. So here it is. This is the one and only reason to buy the DJI AIR 2S. I hope this video will help make up your mind.